Hey everyone, I wanted to share some quick tips on Berkey, not sponsored by this company, but we notice everybody that does do any kind of outdoor stuff, they always have some sort of filter, and Berkey seems to be the best ones around, or there's more, but this is the one we use. And there's a couple of tricks and tips as far as cleaning it, maintaining it, and making sure you get a good quality water. For us, we clean it every couple weeks or once a month whenever we notice it doesn't drip or filter properly. One tip, this little clip here, it typically is on the top lid, this clip right here. If you put it here on the bottom, it lets the air in so you don't get an airlock when you're trying to drain the water out. The second tip, once you pull it out for cleaning, all you want to do is basically take this top piece off, drain the water out because it's not filtering properly, and clean the way you normally would do. Take these filters out. They're pretty easy. Just unscrew these little things. We have one with only charcoal filters, but there's other models with all 4 filters. So I'll just clean it, take these out. Takes a couple seconds. Once you take this out, clean it with soapy water like they tell you to. Use any kind of cleaner and just scrub them really good. And that's part 1. That's what pretty much everybody does. And then you're supposed to re-prime them and put them back. But I think that doesn't work as good because, and don't lose your washers or gaskets. The way we do this, or the way we do it to clean it properly, once this is soaked off, so after you're done cleaning with the typical soap water and making sure these are clean, so the next step I do to make them really clean, I take this is just an air compressor hose with a little nozzle attached to it, and the air compressor is just sitting there in the garage. So it's set to about 30 pounds of pressure, 30, 40, you can pick whatever. And what I like to do after that is basically put the nozzle here and just push air through it. And you'll notice a lot of water comes out. You can kind of rinse it out, you can re-clean it, but it gets really dry. So I do this a couple times just to get all these little bubbles cleaned out. And that gets rid of all the dust and stuff that's in there. So I'll do this a couple times on each filter until I feel like it's kind of clean. You can feel it. It's got the dust stuff coming off of it. So I'll do that with both of these filters. So once this is done, then I just have a multi-position hose, and it happened to be just the right size for the adapter. So this part fits in here. So, and instead of using their little plug-in, you got to plug it into the faucet. This works out much better. So I can typically do like this. It fits perfectly, and just open it, and you'll see the water really comes through. So I'll prime it a couple times like that. So both can be primed similar way, and you don't get too much splatter this way. And it really super primes it. You can feel the water coming out, and you can kind of wash it with your hands while you add it, so that way if there is anything left behind with the air, if there's any dirt or anything in it, and it gets cleaned out. So after this, basically put the filters back in, just like Berkey tells you to, with the gaskets in it. Other way, if you have something that doesn't plug in right and it splatters, I typically put the filters in and then prime it with facing down, and that works out pretty good too. That's about it. And then put the water in, and you'll see how quickly it filters, and it still goes through the proper thing, and about 2-3 weeks later you probably got to clean again. That is it, and hopefully it helps somebody, or help somebody who's got a Berkey, and help them keep it nice, clean. And please like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully these little tidbits are helpful. Enjoy the rest of the day.